Hello everyone, Anubha Kukriti this side live from TechEDU India Education Summit and Awards. With us we have Mudit Dalmia, Vice President, Dalmia Education Society. Hello Mudit, how are you?
Hello, nice to be here. Thank you.
Mudit, I just wanted to ask you how is your overall experience about this summit and what did you gain from here?
I've actually not been to a summit like this before. It's actually really interesting to be around peers who, people who are educationists, right? Not necessarily educators. So we're actually, sharing ideas, talking about how we get to change what we all are doing, right? We all are part of the same community, but I feel like we don't interact with our peers as much. Learn about what are the good challenges, what are each other's wins, what are the right questions to ask. So it's a really good environment, and I'm really happy to be here.
We are glad to. With this, may I ask you, is education now India's most strategic economic investment?
I think hasn't it always been because last I checked, people need to be skilled, right? People in the modern world, you can't just show up one day and expect to go somewhere in life without having developed yourself to a certain point, and that's the purpose of education, which is to facilitate that development. So I think that is really important to have that perspective because I think what really gets lost is that education doesn't have a very short feedback loop, right? You make a policy change today, you see results 20, 30 years down the line. And I think that's why the importance of it gets lost very often. I think it is possibly one of the most important ways and the most impactful ways we can invest in our future. So I think it's always been important.
That's great. Well, if I may ask you, what is the next big disruption in higher education technology?
I think it is less about the technology and it is more about the user of the technology. I was recently told I'm very expert at using ChatGPT, and my answer to that was I'm not an expert at using AI. I'm just asking the right questions. I think very often we don't think about the thought process. We just jump into doing things or get fascinated by tools, right? It is not about the tool. It is about how you use the tool and how you understand where the tool works and where it doesn't work. So I think it really comes down to I think the biggest disruption in education, full stop, is developing a new way of thinking, developing a more advanced way of thinking, asking the right questions, not jumping to tools and putting that at the forefront. They can help, but they require the right mindset and the right way to like be exercised to make a difference.
That was really very insightful. And with this, we had Mudit Dalmia from Dalmia Education Society. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more updates from TechEdu India Summit and Awards. Thank you so much.